Hey, what's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. It is your girl, Miss Honey, here to do a quick review for Real Housewives of Atlanta. I am going to keep it low and slow to the flow because, as you guys know, I had oral surgery last Friday and I still have stitches on one side. So I won't be doing too much. And really, what this means is that I have to be more effective with my words. Okay, just dial it down a little bit on the animation. I missed you guys. We didn't have power. We won't have green leaf tomorrow, but that is okay. I want you to make sure that you keep your notification bell on because you just never know when I may drop a video or two on subjects that you may be interested in. I'd love to hear your thoughts on those things, and I'd think that if you keep your notification bell lit for all content as well as subscribe if you are not already subscribed. Don't forget to comment down below. Remember to hit that thumbs up bell because that's like saying, hey, Miss Honey. I love it when y'all speak to me. Let's talk about these housewives. Now, season 12, episode 2, Cheatin' Heart. Let me just say this. I feel like sometimes when I watch my videos back, I didn't say as much um, eh, positive things as I would have liked to. Like, I didn't speak on the things that I thought were really, really nice and really, really great about the episode. So I want to do that off rip. Number one, I love how encouraging and complimentary the girls are to each other. That exchange with Kandi and Porsha and Cynthia. It was beautiful. It was beautiful for a lot of reasons. One, they're all beautiful brown girls. They're all moms now. I loved, the natural hair on Kandi, that braid down that she had, that beautiful pattern. I thought that was wonderful. And just how they just, kind of really tried to encourage one another. It wasn't about shade in that conversation. It was about, just trying to make sure Portia doesn't get stagnant, that she doesn't lose herself. Like, you don't have to tell us what's going on, but you know what I'm saying? Keep lifted up. That conversation with Eva answering. Now, people say they don't know why Eva and Cynthia, how Eva and Cynthia got so close. We don't know all the ins and outs and conversations that people have or the things that they find some commonality on. And that's not necessarily for us to speak to. Think us, you know what I'm saying, unless things kind of get out of control, like if things get weird or whatever. But Cynthia, calling and saying, hey, Buttercup or Sunshine or whatever, that was really nice. And Cynthia telling her it's not going to take much makeup. It's just a way of lifting each other and reminding each other that we're all individually in our own way, no matter what our skin tone or hair. Like, we're beautiful. Like, you're wonderful. You're great. Like, you can do this. Like, I like it. Now, maybe it's legit on all fronts. Maybe there is some shade, maybe people are being, I don't know. To me, what you give me is what I'm gonna give you back. You give me shade, if I feel like it's shade, you might get that back. But if you giving me compliments and uplifting me, I'm gonna uplift you. I'm gonna notice your sweater, your earrings, your hair. You know what I'm saying? All the wonderful things about you, and there's nothing wrong with that. We need to practice that more. Um, I loved Portia and Shamia sitting there with their beautiful babies and just loving on their babies and still talking to one another, but just being real attentive and engaging with their babies, sitting there just talking. Shamia and her little baby just leaning and teething. It was just beautiful. Shamia didn't have hair down her back. She is a really, really beautiful woman. And she seems like she's a really good wife. She seems like she's a really good mother. I follow her on IG. I like Shamia. I like the fact that Porsha is reconnecting with Shamia and she has something real with Shamia. She's maintaining that real friendship. I don't know necessarily that what she had with Phaedra was that authentic. It was what it was for that moment, but the direction that she is moving in, Shamia can meet her in that place. They're there for each other, and I hope that they can continue to foster that, and Porsha not let anybody poison that relationship. That was a really, really beautiful moment. I love the fact that Cynthia is mixing and mingling with all the ladies and just engaging with all the ladies, and she knows a little bit about their story and what's going on, with the exception of the Porsha situation. I think she could be a little bit a little bit more Switzerland with that Porsche situation. I don't know. I don't know about that, but I don't really like how she moving with that. But meanwhile, Nene is out here giving these really dry interviews. She's giving a real dry presence. She's, she's making lemon juice with her butt cheeks. Like, she is just sour grapes. She wears it. She can't be ingratiating. Even if she wanted to, she can't muster it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have this level of devotion. And I think Cynthia wants a certain level of devotion too. But low key, I think Cynthia might be fluid too. We found out in this episode that Noelle feels like she is fluid, at the moment. We don't know how it's all gonna pan out. You know what I'm saying? She's still pretty young. She did have a boyfriend before, but she fluid. She could go either way. If she find people attractive, could find a connection with people, it could be male, female, she fluid. Well, I think Cynthia low-key fluid too. She probably lean a little bit more toward Ping. But if she found a woman that could get her to the finish line like a man could, she might be down with a woman too. She requires a certain amount of devotion too. But Nene's is different. Nene's is different. She feels like she doesn't have to share. This episode, Porsha is so vulnerable and so transparent. It really kind of puts Nene to shame, in the sense that Porsha is dealing with infidelity, but Nene, you had cancer in your family. Like, the big C is taking people out left and right, and you chose to create drama around that and around your husband instead of supporting him. Like, that to me is a taste I just cannot get out of my mouth with her. And then you forced everybody to know by osmosis and beg you for, let us in to help you. Like, it was too much. Meanwhile, Porsha out here just pouring her heart out, like giving us all of it, good, bad, or indifferent. I love that about this episode. So yeah, like I said, I love Kandi braids. I love how all these girls are like hippie, and I mean hippie, baby, and trendy and beautiful, and just different hues. Yeah, so I just love how beautiful, and I mean, these ladies are just, I mean, they're giving me Atlanta life. Like, I don't know, I'm just feeling them. Anyway, so let's talk about the episode real quick. First of all, like I said, Cynthia's attitude and personality is really putting Nene's to shame. Like, I low-key think she is fluid. I do think that, to me, Cynthia is making Nene look bad. Although we don't know everything that's going to come out in this episode, just the way Cynthia is mixing and mingling with the girls, to me, she cut out for this. I love that conversation she had with Noelle, just like encouraging her and letting her know love is love, but more importantly, I love you, and what I'm saying, I'm gonna be here to support you. I thought that was real cute, especially after she clean to Noelle so tragically, honey. They seem like one in the same. I don't know. I got my prayers up for Noelle, because I don't know. Noelle is kind of, I don't know. She give me like a little single black female tease, just a little bit, just a little bit. But okay, let's move on. Like I said, we found out Noelle is fluid, and also the upcoming episode, they're gonna go to World Pride Parade and be on their own float. So everybody's talking about it and picking their outfits and so on and so forth. We see where Eva, like I said, Eva is beautiful and she's cute and she's gorgeous, and she has a way about her personality I personally like. You know, she is ratchet, you know, but when she said the comment about nappy, it did kind of hit differently to me. Like it made me like, oh, but at the same time, I get where she coming from, because it was coming off of this whole snatching wigs and ponytails and all that type of stuff and edges and napping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of get it. Eva's not that way. Eva just as ratchet and raggedy as anybody could be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think she was still smoking on Newports as early as last season. Like, nah. No. I just don't see it. I don't see it, but we just on episode 2. That's just my feeling about it. It did hit funny. It did hit funny. But that's just me being sensitive. Like, we all got a hair trigger on us right now, because people coming out of their mouth with all kinds of stuff, right? Like, so you need to, like, take a second, third look and see what's really going on with the situation. But still, I mean, everybody just calm down. So no, I don't think Eva is a colorist. But listen, I can see how Kenya might feel some type of way. The degree to which she is behaving, no, that's a no go. But Eva still have to say, well, I could see maybe that how that was taken wrong, so let me call her, let me explain it. But no, they gotta play the role. They gotta have some level of drama. It can't be all kumbaya, kumbaya. But the way Eva was in that dress shop, going in on Porsha and going in on Kenya, it was like apples and oranges. You know what I'm saying? Like, the conversation wasn't even that serious. And Cynthia trying to tiptoe in between the raindrops, the acid rain, and just try to, she was trying to agree with Eva, but also see Portia's side, but also see Kenya's side, because Kenya had already read her the riot act in the spirit shop. And so, that was so unnecessary. That was so uncalled for, Eva. And as good as it is for television, oh, it make you look like a mean girl. It make you look like a mean girl. It really does. It really does. Especially the stuff you was saying about Porsha. Like, oh, I don't like how you and Porsha turning out. It's weird. It's weird to me, especially since you both just gave birth and got pregnant right away. Like, y'all, but I guess y'all know what y'all doing. Eva definitely know what to do when it comes to bringing the shade, bringing the heat, and keeping the drama going. Kandi, we see where Kandi and Ace go to the jump factory. That's what I call it. It's like a trampoline factory, where the kids just jump around and bounce and bouncy balls and all types of stuff. For people with good knees, child. And she meet Marlo there. Marlo come with 3 children. She got 2 nephews and a cousin, or 3 nephews and by a cousin, and 2 of them, the oldest one. Very nice boys, very, very well taken care of. They seem like they're very well spoken. They weren't, high energy, just on one. Sometimes you can't do nothing about it. You got to keep all the juice and sugar and stuff away from them and put a tether on them. But no, these boys was well mannered, well pulled together. So she only had them for a few weeks. So your sister, who you say is schizophrenic and bipolar and got a lot of mental health issues, did something with her children. It seems like to me, like, we don't really know the whole story with Marlo and these kids. Kandi do hear her out and sympathize and empathize, and that's really cool and that's really great. At the same time, Marlo, what you're saying is interesting. All I can say at this moment is interesting. I saw on IG when you was at the Women's Expo and you had somebody interviewing you and you was telling about how you had the boys now for 8 months. One of the boys, she only keeping, doing school hours because the mama is in dental school. I think that's her cousin, right? I don't know. I mean, part of me feel like you went out and collected some kids in your family to film with. Then a part of me knows what it's like to go hard in the paint for your family. A part of me realized what it's like to be a woman of your age. And you've done quite a few other things, but this motherhood you have not done. So maybe you would see your way to want to do it in that sense. It's part of me that feel that way. At the same time, I don't trust you, Marlo. I don't trust you, so I can't give you my full heart and mind on this situation until I know a little bit more about it. Because if I find out you dragging your sister real bad just to have the kids on the show, it's gonna make me feel some type of way. And it's a shame I got to feel that way, but Marlo, this your track history. This your track record. So deal with it. But right now, we're going to sympathize with Marlo. It seemed moderately genuine, but I will say them some beautiful boys. Them some beautiful boys. And whatever home she got them from, mental health or not, they seem like they have been well raised. That's all I'm saying. Seem like it to me. All right, Kenya. Kenya brought it up. Talking about how Kenya brought up the evil situation. The situation where they was all together having dinner at Candy's restaurant, and sincerely came over. That Kenya brought it up, but y'all know that's what Kenya do. She ain't nothing but another Nene, except she comes in with a smile. She comes in with the charm. You know what I'm saying? Like, she smooth like butter with it. You know what I'm saying? She razor sharp in the edges, right? Nene come in, when she come in the door, like her her sharp edges like cut the paint, you know what I'm saying, on the door frame. Like, she catching people's wigs and stuff with her sharp pointy edges. Like, she cannot even remotely hide it. Her whole energy, her whole countenance says stay away, caution, approach lightly. Kenya is just as vicious. Kenya is just as operating, calculating, but she comes in buttery smooth. Anyway, let's talk about this Mark situation. But Mark Daly though, first of all, the fact that you got him on the phone and he didn't say not one kind word to you. He did not say one word of affection to you. He came into the conversation with a complaint, with a critique, with a criticism about you. I could tell by the way you kind of kowtowing to him, going back to last week when you told a man, my husband don't want no other man holding his baby. You know what I'm saying? You letting me see what this relationship is. This conversation says a whole lot about this relationship. This man is a certain type of way. And you feel like you got to be a certain type of way to keep him, but you're not happy. You're not happy, girl. You're not happy at all. You are not happy. You had to ask him when next time he gonna see you. When next time the two of y'all gonna see him. And he still wasn't firm on that. Like, his approach was real weird. Real weird. Like, y'all seem separated in this conversation to me. To me. That's all I'm saying. And all that energy you put towards telling Cynthia about Eva and her energy and all of this stuff and how she was, like, all of that passion you put towards that conversation, you should put towards holding your husband's feet to the fire. Like, what's up? Now tell me 5 things I did right, since you coming in here with 5 things I did wrong. Like, what's up? Do you love me or nah? You know what I'm saying? What's up? Like, what y'all got going on? He seems real disconnected, sis. That's all I'm saying. He looks real disconnected. But you guys, like I said, Porsha in this episode to me was so super transparent. Like, all I gotta say in this whole Porsha situation is she's one of the people that I'm most proudest of in this whole um Real Housewives of the franchise. She's come back from a lot, from being perceived as being a dodo bird and violent, and then being vicious and somebody's fool and pawn. Like, she went through all of that, and she has come back tremendously in terms of character and how it's coming across on screen. All I'm gonna say is, Porsha, don't stop climbing. You um just don't stop climbing. Like, he can catch up, girl, but I wouldn't stop and wait for him. Like, I just wouldn't do it, because men have fought wars. They have taken over and commandeered whole countries for women, okay? Taken down whole corporations for women. They have fought dogs off and beasts off for women. Like, what you asking for is not a lot. I promise you, it is not a lot. It's men with far less that do far more. Okay? And you shouldn't feel bad for asking for that. You shouldn't feel like you ungrateful or you not doing enough to make it work. No, let's see what you're gonna do to make it work. Meanwhile, I got to keep moving. I got to keep climbing. I got to keep earning. Okay, I got to keep making my way. Lest you think that I need you for something else. But what I need you to do is be a help me. Okay, help build with me. Okay, come alongside me. Me come alongside you. I don't need you here weighing me down. I don't need to drag you up this hill on my back either. Just be clear about it, girl. Be clear about it. You being authentic. You being transparent. You being vulnerable. Yes, you have been betrayed. Have your moment. Weigh your options. But keep climbing, girl. Process it. Go through it. Okay? Be with it. The pain of it all, the shame of it all. But keep climbing, girl. Keep climbing. Don't you stop. Don't you quit. Don't you give up. You guys, that is Real Housewives of Atlanta. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please put it down below. Let me know. Don't forget to turn your notification bells on. Hint, hint. Okay, darling. Until next time, honeybees. Mwah, mwah, mwah.